Hey, Boaz here with Next Pittsburgh. We've got a spooky Yinzer Backstage Pass this week. We are checking out Dead Man's Hollow. This is one of Allegheny Land Trust's conservation areas, and to tell us all about it, we've got Lindsay Dill from Allegheny Land Trust. Thanks for having us.
Thanks so much for coming out, Boaz.
So, a lot of people actually wrote in and said, we want to know what the deal is with Dead Man's Hollow. So, we are here, and you're going to tell us what's going on with all those structures behind us.
Yeah, welcome to Dead Man's Hollow. It is one of our conservation areas, and this was actually our very first protected green space. So this is a great example of the type of work that we do.
Let's start walking in.
Yeah, let's check it out. So we came in right off of the Great Allegheny Passage bike trail, the one that leads from Pittsburgh to DC. If you look to our left, actually, here is a former stone quarry area.
Oh.
So back in the late 1880s,
So this sort of like pit over here.
exactly. There was a TNT blast to sort of start harvesting the rock here. Sometime between the 1880s and the 1900s, the quarry closed down and they opened in this site a brick factory. So this was an operational brick factory for years and years. So a lot of the bricks in the Pittsburgh homes in this area
They
were
were made right here. That's
exactly.
wild.
Yeah.
So what, like, I can't even imagine what that would have looked like.
Yeah, there were many kilns. So, this is not actually the original structure because it eventually burned down in 1905, and the same company ended up reopening as a sewer pipe factory. So here you will see remnants of not only the bricks and the stone quarry, but also of fragments of terracotta piping. So there used to
Like
be
those old
kilns.
sewer pipes, sort of the red ones you see.
Exactly, yeah, those were made here. Yeah, so you can hike along the trails and you'll see they're made up of crushed limestone, crushed rock, twigs, leaves, and pipe fragments. So we tried to leave a lot of that in place to sort of honor the history and let people kind of see what this space used to be. And, in the years between the 1920s when the sewer pipe company shut down and today, you can see that nature has sort of reclaimed this space. And by protecting it in 1994, we wanted to preserve it as is and also improve its health and vitality by just letting the native species thrive, removing invasives, planting new native trees, and just letting, Earth kind of do its work.
Are there any like hauntings associated with this space here?
Some tales from that haunted history include old accidents from its industrial days, mysterious occurrences in the pipe factory and at the quarry, as well as, stories about bank robbers who hid out in this space. And some people are convinced that to this day, somewhere in the hollow, there is a bundle of cash hidden. So there is a tree trunk hideaway where people have looked for years and years for this missing cash. People
Have
will,
you looked around? I mean, you must have been around here a lot. Are you like always sort of looking?
you
Do you bring
know,
a metal detector with you? I guess it wouldn't be.
yeah, I
Would it be
mean,
coins or bills?
that's it would be probably a mix,
Okay.
and I'm not one to say what I have
Yeah.
found.
And this is one of many sites that you own across the area.
We've been around since 1993, and since in that time, we've conserved 3,700 acres of green space across the region. Yeah, so this was our first green space. It is our largest at 450 acres, and each year we're taking on new projects to add more conserved lands. So, we hope to continue to conserve spaces like this so that people can enjoy, again, that outdoor recreation, the opportunities for education, and also just preserve these spaces that contribute so much to our quality of life and regional resiliency too.
Yeah. Well, maybe we can hike a little bit here
Yeah,
ourselves.
let's go. So this is actually a great time of year now through the fall to come and look for mushrooms that grow along the trail. We work with the Western Pennsylvania Mushroom Club, and our education staff
So
is
people are like foraging here.
exactly, yeah. We don't necessarily encourage taking it home to eat it, but we do encourage people to learn more about
Yeah.
the outdoors. So you can join us for a mushroom walk and learn how to kind of spot the trees that would host certain fungi and then learn how to collect them responsibly and also identify them.
Have you ever seen a bear here?
I have not personally. Some of our more popular recent wildlife sightings include a giant snake.
Oh.
There are haunted history and lore stories about said giant snake. Our hunch is that it's a black rat snake.
Mhm.
They are native to here. They are
Yeah.
not harmful. They are very friendly unless provoked in some way, but yeah, they're nothing to fear. But yeah, there are certainly deer and squirrels and tons of wildlife here, and it's really incredible because it is, this former industrial space that's now turned, public green space, and it's so close to the city, so close to a bike trail, and yet when you hop off of it, you feel like you're in the middle of a wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, well, thanks so much for the tour, Lindsay. This place is awesome, and if you haven't been here, come check it out.
Yeah, please come check it out. Dawn to dusk daily.